Welcome to our Assessment 3 Multimedia presentation on the Early Years Learning Framework and its foundation for quality practice. Our group members are Nadeesha Prashan, BIPIN BHANDARI, and we are here to explore how the EYLF supports effective early childhood education. Let's begin with an introduction to the Early Years Learning Framework. The EYLF is the Australian National Framework for Early Childhood Educators, supporting children from birth to 5 years. It became part of the National Quality Framework in 2012 and was updated in 2022 to emphasize inclusion and cultural safety, ensuring all children feel respected and valued. Key features include child-centered and play-based, recognizing that children learn best through play, and holistic development. It's supporting emotional, social, physical, and cognitive growth, and family partnerships, acknowledging families as crucial to the learning journey. Let's look at the structure of the earliest learning framework, which EYLF, which is made up of four key components. First, first one is the vision. The EYLF sees children as capable, active learners who build knowledge through play and relationships. Next, the principles. These four principles guide educators in their approach to teaching. Then we can look into practices. There are seven evidence-based strategies help educators support and extend children's learning. And final one, the learning outcomes. There are main five outcomes track children's growth and inform assessments. Let's explore the historical development of the EYLF. In 2007, the Council of Australian Governments (COAG) decided to develop a national framework for early childhood education. The original EYLF was launched in 2009 by Department of Education, Employment and Workplace Relations. By 2012, it became part of the National Quality Framework, ensuring consistent standards across Australia. After, in 2022, a significant revision focused on stronger representation of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander perspectives and improved inclusive practices. The EYLF is built on solid research, drawing from Vygotsky socio-cultural theory, which emphasizes the importance of social interaction in learning, and findings from neuroscience, which supports the role of play-based learning in brain development. There are four key principles in EYLF. First one is secure relationship. Second one is family partnerships. Third one is high expectations. And fourth one is respect for diversity. Secure relationships. It helps brain development through strong bonds with educators. Family partnerships. It improves learning by involving with families. And high expectations can ensure all children can succeed through inclusive approaches. Respect for diversity. It means celebrating different cultures to support every child. So these four key principles are very important in this EYLF structure. Let's uh, let's start with principle one. Let's discuss more about this principle. First one, secure relationships are essential for children's brain development. Research shows that early responsive interactions help build strong foundations for learning. To support this, We use continuity of care and key educator systems so children feel safe and connected. So we also include social emotional programs to teach empathy and self-regulation. So it is very useful when it comes to make social connections among children. So for assessment, we use attachment scales and learning stories to track and reflect on children's relationships. Now let's focus on principle 2. Family partnerships. Engaging families can be challenging due to barriers like time, resources, and confidence, as highlighted by Saving, saving in 2019. To overcome these, we can adopt some innovative models. Use digital platforms to share regular updates with families and set up family advisory committees to encourage input and collaboration. Implement home visits to build trust and support. Finally, to evaluate the effectiveness of these strategies, we can use family engagement quality scales and develop feedback system to regularly collect insights from family. So that's how we focus on family partnerships in those strategies. Principle 3. Yeah, we are talking about now high expectations, which focuses on ensuring all children receive the support they need to succeed. Equity in action. We can achieve this by using the Universal Design for Learning (UDL) framework. This ensures that all learning needs are met through flexible and inclusive approaches. Data-driven practice. We can use observation data to create personalized educational plans tailored to each child's needs. So it's very practical when it comes to individual plan. Additionally, implementing individual learning plans based on continuous assessment ensures ongoing support. Case study. A great example of this in action is a service that improved outcomes for children with additional needs by setting high expectation and using targeted strategies. This resulted in significant progress for those children. Moving on to principle 4, respect for diversity. This principle focuses on embracing cultural differences to enhance educational outcomes. Cultural competence continue by progressing through stages of culture's awareness, sensitivity, and safety. We can improve our approach to diversity. Practical strategies conduct environmental audits to ensure resources and activities are inclusive. Plan an inclusive curriculum that reflects various backgrounds and traditions. Build community partnerships to celebrate and highlight local cultures. We can use assessment tools as we can use diversity checklists to assess inclusivity within the program, conduct family surveys to gather feedback on cultural representation and needs. Let's look at learning outcomes framework, which is focuses on key development areas. First one, identity milestones. So nurture children's identities through their culture and personal histories. Assessment use we can use learning stories to document growth. And so the second one is effective communicators indicators. A development of verbal and non-verbal communication is skills can be used as an indicator, and document children's expressions through various media. We can get it as an assessment. Community connection programs engage children and families. Well-being and confident learners are other outcomes. Thank you.
Alright, let's begin with slide 11. Identity. This outcome is all about helping children build a strong sense of who they are. Research shows that when kids feel proud of their background, they engage more confidently in learning. I'm BIPIN, and today I'll walk you through these critical principles. So, the key strategies are: create a family photo wall where children see the cultures represented daily. Host culture share mornings where families bring traditions to the classroom. Use learning stories to document moments when children express their identity. Like, look how you taught your friends that Tamil rhyme. Mm. So, like, you may be like surprised why this matters. A child who says my family's language is welcome here is a child ready to learn. So yeah, let's move to slide 12, community connection. Slide 12 takes us beyond the classroom, how children connect with their wider community. Think of this as learning with the neighborhood. Practical ideas. Partner with a local library for storytelling sessions. Start a recycling project where kids engage with community sustainability efforts. Invite community helpers, firefighters, artists to share their roles. So, like the pro tip are document this interaction with photos and child-led reflections. What did you notice about the garden stools? Something like that. So yeah, next slide 13, well-being. So, slide 13 focuses on well-being, not just physical health, but emotional resilience too. Neuroscience confirms that feelings of safety directly impact learning capacity. So, what works? First, emotion check-ins, like show me how you feel today with these face cards. And second, mindfulness movements, 30 seconds of belly breathing after outdoor play. Third, sensory pathways, tape lines on floors for claiming movement breaks. Critical insight, so like a child who can say I need space is developing lifelong safe self-regulation. So, and let's go to slide 14, which explores confident learners. So, slide 14 is about nurturing curiosity. Confident learners ask questions, take risks, and bounce back from mistakes. Like strategies to try. Wonder journals. Kids draw or write their questions, like even scribbles count. And second, open-ended materials, blocks, loose parts, and art supplies with no right answer. Third, educator language, like tell me how you figured that out instead of good job. Like document tip, capture the process, photos of trial and error block towers over just the product. And yeah, that's it for the learning outcomes for confident learners. And we can go on like slide 15, which covers effective communicators. So, slide 15 reminds us communication isn't just words, it's gestures, art, and play too. Like the classroom examples, collaborative storytelling. Let's make up a story together. You start. Something like that. Like let's encourage each other. Second, sign language. Teach basic signs like more help, like stop sign, something like that, to include all learners. Third, drawing edge communication. Show me what happened at the playground, something like that. And assessment. Track progress with video clips or conversations and speech samples. Yeah, that's it for the learning outcomes 5 effective communicators. Let's go with slide 16, which shows how to implement this holistically. Slide 16 ties it all together with 4 pillars for success. 1. Professional learning. Monthly team reflections on EYLF practices. Second, curriculum planning, like link play to outcomes. For example, block play equal to math plus communication. Yeah, something like that. And third, environment design, like level selves with word and pictures for independence. And fourth, assessment practices. The assessment practices like it portfolios with child voice. This is my favorite painting because yeah, something like that. Like portfolios with child voice. Let's go with slide 17 at like which addresses real world challenges. Slide 17 gives it real common barriers and how to overcome them. Like time. Use template planners to streamline documentation. Second, resources. Share materials between classrooms, like for example, rotating sensory cues and other things. Third, conference. Join EYLF educator. Facebook groups for peer support and like other mentally physical support. Third, member, like small consistent steps beat perfection. That's it for the challenge and solutions. Let's go with slide 17, like which shares inspiring case studies. So slide 18 proves this works in practice. Like urban center, which like this is urban center case study, improved self-identity scores by 30% with family storytelling projects. Second, rural program. Kids map their own town, connecting geography to community pride. Third, inclusive preschool. Non-verbal children thrived using visual communication boards. And that's it. Slide 19 wraps up with like some key takeaways, which we can like have a look now. So this is the final slide for all the content uh, and resources, and this is like some conclusion we have. So there are like 3 non-negotiable for EYLF success. First, identity work comes first, without it other outcomes falter. Second, partner authentically with families and community. Third, document progress through children's voices, not just checklists. So, where to next? Download ACECQS guides for planning templates. And second, bookmark Early Childhood Australia's webinars. Third, references are on like slide 20 for further reading. Thank you. And like for those who are interested, slide 20 lists all references, including the official EYLF version 2.0 document, like and case studies from Harvard centers on the developing child. And another one is the keynotes, the big picture for practical strategies. So yeah, so this slide 20 is all about the reference, like where we got the actual resources and all the content for this our presentation. So yeah, thank you guys for